Hi guys, welcome back to Simon's World. Today we are talking about something that confuses a lot of people in the BV lottery, the case numbers. Let's start with the basics. The Diversity Visa Lottery or the DV lottery gives out about 55,000 visas every year. Millions apply, but only a portion are selected. Now here is the important truth. Being selected does not mean you already have a visa. It simply means you have a chance. Think of it like when you take a queue number. In Kenya at Huduma Center, if you are number 10, you'll be served quickly. But if you are number 10,000, you might wait the whole day. And sometimes the office even closes before your turn. You take a number and hope you'll be called before they close. In Tanzania, I don't know much about Tanzania, but it's like going to immigration or even hospital where you get a queue number. The lower your number, the faster you are served. And for those outside East Africa, it's the same thing at airports, hospitals, or government offices worldwide. You take a ticket, your number decides how soon you're served. That's exactly how case numbers work in the DV lottery. Your case number is simply your position in the line. Now, I know most of us have queued in the airports, government offices, or supermarkets, hospitals for hours. And sometimes you only realize the line might not reach you before closing. I know you understand the pain. Now, in this lottery, it works almost the same way. So when you see your case number, don't panic if it looks high. It's just your place in the line. The real question is whether the line moves far enough to reach you before visas run out. Now let's slow down and really understand this thing we call the case numbers. Amongst you who is watching me, who has ever looked at their DV lottery results and thought, what is this long code? Good. Today I'll show you how simple it actually is. Let's take an example together. The first part, 2026, is the fiscal year. That tells us which year the US government has allocated visas for. So if it says 2026, it means you applied in October 2024 and the results came in May 2025 and your interview happens during 2026 fiscal year, which runs from October 1st, 2025 to September 30, 2026. That's the time frame. Next, we see the letters. In our example, it's AF, meaning Africa. Other codes are EU for Europe, AS for Asia, OS for Oceania. I'll tell you that later. SA for South America. So if you're from Kenya like me, you'll always see AF. It separates applicants by region. Then there's that long number at the end. That's not random. That's your position in line. Think of it like queuing at the bank or a government facility. The person with the number 50 is served first. Number 5,000 waits much longer. So, case number starts with the year, then the region, then your place in the line. I hope that's clear. Let me make it a little practical. If your number is, for example, AF 00001500, that's early. You could be interviewed in the first few months of the fiscal year. But if it is AF 00085000, that's way back in the line. You might wait many months, and sometimes if visas run out, very high numbers may never be reached. If you are AF 00001000 and another one was AF 00095000, if either of these two numbers was yours, which one would you feel more confident about? Write in the comments below. Okay, how do you know when your number is ready? That's where the Visa Bulletin comes in. Now here is where it gets interesting. Case numbers move in monthly batches. Each month, the US publishes something called the Visa Bulletin. That bulletin says, this month, we're processing Africa up to number so and so and so. If your number is under that cutoff, congratulations, you can be scheduled. If not, you wait. For example, the bulletin might say, Africa up to 5,000, Europe up to 3,000, Asia up to 2,000. So if your number is under those cutoffs, you are current. That means you can now submit your DS-260 if you haven't done so. Think of it like a bus station. The bus is going to America. Everyone has a ticket with a number, but the driver only calls out certain ranges. Tickets 1 to 5,000, please come in. If you're in that range, you get on the bus. If not, you wait for the next bus call. The good news is, as months pass, the numbers keep increasing. Let's try this together. Imagine we are in a room. and the room is the African region. Okay. Now, in group 1, your case numbers starts from 1 to 1000. Group 2 starts from 1001 to 2000. Group 3 starts from 2001 to 3000. Now, if I announce Africa up to 2000, which group do you think will stand? Let me see that in the comments. Now, it's quite obvious, as you've seen, there's one group that will stay seated, which is group 3. They are not in between that cutoff. There's one thing I want you to remember. The cutoff keeps moving. As long as your number is below the highest number for your region, you are safe. You only miss out if your number is way too high and the year runs out of visas before it gets to you. Now here is the exciting part. Each month, when the bulletin comes out, it feels like a mini lottery again. People rush to check. And the good news, if you're patient and your number is reasonable, you'll almost always win. Now to summarize, the Visa Bulletin is released monthly. It tells you which case numbers are current. And being current, it means you can now move forward to your interview. The numbers rise every month, so waiting is normal. Now at this stage, it's not about luck. It's about timing. Your turn will come when your number falls under the cutoff. Now, whatever your position is in the line, there are some few things you need to remember. You need to submit your DS-260 as early as you can. Don't wait until December. Have your documents ready. Passport, birth certificates, police certificate, and so on. Don't wait until the embassy asks. Start now. Double check your information. Mistakes can cause delays even if your number is low. Stay updated. Sometimes the embassy schedules interview faster for people who are ready fast. So if you have a low number, congratulations, you are blessed. But remember, being at the front of the line only helps you if you are ready and on time. So from our discussions, we have seen that your DV lottery case number is one of the most important factors in the green card lottery. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.